In the previous lecture, we have built that and deployed our package to SUI testnet. In this lecture, we will try to send some transactions to create new proposals. Let's start. Okay, back to our code, to our voting system.move. We have here a create proposal function. What we want to do now is to send a transaction to call this function to create proposal. Okay, so how can we do it? First, we need to know our package ID, right? So I have stored my package ID in my frontend folder under my I just named it wrongly, constants. It should be constants. Constants. Okay, constants. Okay, so that's my package ID under which my package is stored on the blockchain. You can look it up by this ID on the blockchain. Now we can create a transaction with a SUI client. These transactions, actually, I will write here a new file. I'll create a new file so it will be easier for us to write the transactions. Just call it, let's say, nodes or commands.txt. Okay, so we want to call here command SUI client and call. If you want to write the code on the new line, you need to break the line with this backslash. Actually, not this direction, but this direction, and then you can write on the new line. Okay. So you want to call here command SUI client call. We need to specify here what package we want to call. Okay, transaction to which package. So we write here. I'll create two spaces, spacing, so it's easier to read. You don't need to do it. And dash package. And here will come your ID of the package. So you can now go to constants and copy your package ID, of course, that has been deployed. So like this. We are making call to this package with this ID. And I will break the line with a backslash. Now, I'll specify what module I want to call. We have only one module, but I need to specify it anyway, dash module. And we would like to how our module is called. It's called dashboard. So module dashboard, and I will break the line. And we want to call the function. So dash function. And function, how it's called the function? Create proposal, right? Okay, so function create _ proposal. Okay, again, break the line. And now, what arguments we are passing to the function? So we'll specify dash args, like this. We want to specify only these three of them, title, description, expiration, because the context is passed not by us, but by the execution context when you're sending the transaction to the executors of your smart contract. They are passing it for you, so you don't have control over it. So we just need to pass the title, description, and an expiration. So let's pass it. Okay, so under the args, you will specify a title for your proposal. Let's say proposal 1. Proposal 1 will be our first title. Not very creative, but okay. Okay, quotations like this. Okay, now the second parameter. This will be your description. So quotations again for the string. And this will be, let's say, proposal description 1. And now the date. So the date will be timestamp in the milliseconds. There will be Unix timestamp. If you don't know from the top of your mind, I don't know it either, just look here for Unix timestamp and search here for epoch converter. And currently, as I'm recording, the year is 2025. It's Monday, 16 of, this is the day. What's the day? It's a Monday, a month, not a Monday. It's not a Monday even. Okay, so month, the first month is January 16, and this is time. So 16th of January, 12 o'clock currently. And in milliseconds, in the epoch, in a Unix timestamp, this is this. You see? Okay? But it's not expiration because our proposal would expire immediately. So let's say the expiration of our timestamp will be year 2026, so 1 year in the future. Already 2026. You can see the timestamp now. So that's how it will look like in the milliseconds. This year, this month, day, hour, minute, second in the epoch timestamp. So that's what we want to send. Whatever year is while you're watching this, just add one more year to the current year. click here human date timestamp. This will generate for you this timestamp, and that's what we'll use here. So let's get back and just paste it here. Okay, optionally, but they don't require it. Right here, dash and a gas dash budget, and it can be again 100 million of mist. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's your call to your package ID, call the module dashboard, call the function create proposal, pass these arguments, title, description, and the timestamp, and provide a gas budget. So when I will copy this and paste it into our terminal, you should see the result of the transaction. So go again into your voting system folder and call it. All right, this should take again just brief moments, and here you have it. Okay, so objects you have created, and so on, all the details. So we have called here move call. That means that you are calling the function create proposal. We pass 3 inputs: title, description, and the timestamp. Okay, you can see it here, the values, and all of it is here. The balance didn't change. We paid for this transaction. We have created one object. You can see it here. We have created proposal. Is a shared. You can see owner of it. There is no owner. It's a shared object under this ID. Okay, and mutated object, that will be our balance, what we paid for a transaction. Okay, again, we paid with SUI. Our balance has changed. This is a mutated object. Okay, so let's take a look at this transaction, right? Go up here. Transaction digest, we can copy actually. And we can get back here, go to here and search on SUI. We'll see this transaction here. Click here, and here you have it. Input we have provided, so this will be the our title, description, and the date. Okay, so you can see value proposal 1, proposal description. The date has been transformed to a different format, but that's okay. No, it hasn't been transferred to a different format. Just the commas are added into the number so it's easier to read. We have called this function, so transaction, that's our call, move call. This means we are calling the function create proposal. We are passing the values here. All right. We have changed the balance. We paid for the transactions, and we have here object changes. We have created a proposal. It's a shared object. You can see it here. So anybody can access it, can read it, and also write to it. And we have updated our SUI balance. Yeah, looks good. So we have created a proposal. We have it. We have it created. We can also check it, object ID, proposal here. And that's our object ID. That's our proposal. As you can see, it's a shared object. The type of this is proposal. Amazing. And here's also storage rebate. You can see also here. So if I would remove this shared object, that's how much of SUI I would get back. Okay, let's try to create a second proposal. What do you think? Now I want to use a different command. Okay, a different command, and we will talk about this. Let's write it from the beginning. It will be better for remembering and practicing. Let's write your SUI client. Again, it will start like this, but it will have here PTB. So programmable transaction blocks. In the call, you can call only one thing. With the PTBs, I can call multiple functions at the same time. So you can pack here multiple transactions into one. Okay, so PTB column. This will be a little bit different. You will specify here immediately dash move and dash call. You will specify your package ID. So this up here the same, right? We are calling the same package like this. Column. And now we will specify your module name. So module name will be dashboard, column. We are calling the function from the module dashboard called create proposal, create_proposal. All right, let's break the line because it's getting too long. Okay, and pass here the arguments now. You can pass the arguments like this also. Actually, in move call, if you're passing strings, they cannot be defined like this. They have to be wrapped in the single quotes. So in the single quotes, you will pass the double quotes for the strings, and you can specify here the title. So the data you're passing here. So let's say the title here will be proposal 2. Copy it, break the line first. And the second one will be proposal description 2. The third one will be timestamp. Timestamp we can borrow from what we already wrote up here. So we can provide this timestamp. Okay. paste it here. So that's how you write the PTBs. Of course, it doesn't make much sense because we are calling only one thing. We could simply use the SUI client call, but that's how it looks with the SUI client PTB. Copy it and get it to the terminal, clear it out and paste it here. And your second proposal should be created. We will be seeing the result of the transactions here. So object changes. Again, we have created a new proposal. Under this ID is a shared. We have mutated our balance. We have spent SUI for the transaction. And here we can see balance changes. So now we have the second proposal. Okay, now let's try to create multiple proposals at the same time. So now we will really use the PTBs. Copy this one here. Get it down here and let's do it this way. I think this line would be too long if we would write it into the as the one-liner here. Maybe I can write it like this. This, and I will break the line here. Okay, so here we'll be creating the proposal, and we'll call this proposal 3, and description 3, and the timestamp can stay, but now I'll copy this, and I can provide here multiple move calls, like this. Second move call will be, again, to the same package ID, but we'll be creating proposal number 4, proposal description number 4, and it will stay, and the next one will be proposal number 5 and proposal number 5. Okay, and this can be the last backslash can be removed. So now we are getting the same command, the 3 proposals. Okay, so now we can really use the PTBs like this. Let's copy this, and this should create 3 proposals at the same time. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'll clear it out, paste it, press enter, and let's see. Okay. So you can see now we have created 3 objects in one transaction. So we have created 3 proposals. Okay. Perfect. Can we see the digest for this? You can see we called the move call. You can see 3 move calls to create proposals. All data we have passed, and so on. We can take a look at the transaction digest is up here. Okay, so let's go here, transaction digest, let's get it here. And let's take a look at this. Okay, so you can see how many inputs we are passing now. It should be 9 inputs, so 3 inputs for one transaction, 3 for other one, and actually no, it's much less actually. Let's see what we are getting here. Okay, so proposal 3, proposal description 3, value, proposal 4 description, proposal 5, proposal 5. I think, okay, that's I can see here it was kind of optimized for us because you see only thing that's changing is the title and description. So you can see here proposal 3 title, proposal 3 description, and the time here. Okay, but time is all same for every transaction. So you can see here only title and description, and here you can see the title and the description. So therefore, if the inputs are the same, it can be reused. That's why we are seeing here only 6 inputs instead, or 7 inputs instead of 9. Okay, we have 3 move calls to create proposal. We can create 3 proposals. Okay, so that's how much SUI is spending, and that's how many objects we have created. We have created that many proposals that all of them are shared under these object IDs. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let's create one more transactions before we will finish this lecture. Again, let's get PDB to create proposal. I will copy this line here to create one proposal. So move call, create proposal. This will be proposal number 6 already. So already 6, create proposal 6. Break the line here. What I want to do now is to split the coin from the gas fees. Okay. So let's say actually that our gas budget will be gas budget. Gas underscore dash budget will be this 100 million missed, so 0.1 SUI, so 1 and 8 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's how much we are willing to spend for this transaction. Now I want to say that from the transaction that I want to pay, on top of it, I want to pay extra 1,000. I want to split it. So I'd rather split dash coins gas. All right, and like this in the quotations, in these brackets, the pointy brackets, but the square brackets. I want to split 1000 missed like this. Okay, from the transaction fees, 1000 missed, and I want to send it. So first I will split this from the transaction 1000 missed, and I will assign it to the variable called coin. So over here, assign to coin variable like this. And now I want to transfer this object, this coin object, to recipient. So right here, dash dash, and transfer dash objects, and again in the quotations, in the square brackets, this variable coin that split at this 1000 missed will be sending to recipient addresses you are including with the @ sign like this, and the address. So we are sending the transaction from, let's go here, right here, SUI client addresses. So we are sending a transaction from here, from this pensive chrysolite, and you are sending it from some other address, of course, and send it to the other address you have in your wallet. So here, let's open this. So I want to say it from the pensive chrysolite to cranky pearl under this account number. So I will get it here, this address, copy it from here, cranky pearl, and take also notice here how much cranky pearl has. Here I'll switch to the cranky pearl. We have here exactly 1 SUI. Okay, I'll go back. So back to our transactions here. So I want to send it to this account. Once again, I'm creating the proposal here. Then I'm saying the split coin from the gas fees, 1000 of them, assign them to the coin variable, and then transfer this coin into this this address. Okay, so now let's copy this and let's try to see. Let's see. Paste it and let's see. Okay. So you can see the balance changes. Now we have 2 here. That's how much we spent here, and that's how much we sent to this account. You can see this will be cranky pearl address for sure, and we have sent it 1000 missed. So very, very low amount of SUI. And here we have the object we have created, object we have mutated, all of that is already should be understood. What we want to check now will be this just a transaction digest. So go up top over here and get here transaction digest of this transaction. Go back here, search here. All right, let's see what we have done here. So that's our inputs. Okay, so we have created one proposal. So title of this proposal is proposal 6, description is proposal 6, description and input is this amount, the timestamp. Then the second transaction is our transfer coin. So we have split it 1000 from the gas fees, and we have sent it to here, to this address. That's our cranky pearl. Okay, so we have created proposal, that's what call to this function. We have split it to the coin, and we transfer the coin to this address. Here is the cranky pearl address. We have split the coin 1000 SUI. We have split it. All right. And the balance has changed. We have decreased our SUI decreased, and the cranky pearl address has increased, and the balance increased. Okay, we have still created one proposal, as you see here. We've also created a new SUI coin, which we have sent right to the cranky pearl. Okay, now we can take a look here, and you should see on the cranky pearl when I will go. We should have more SUI here, but this is such a small unit that is not displayed here even. But I think I got more SUI here. If you want to check the address, we can see here actually here. This should be the cranky pearl address, right? 96 F96 for me. You need to check your address here. Yeah, 96. So that's the cranky pearl. I can check here is my account, and you can see I have more SUI. You see, I have now not exactly 1, but I have 1.000001. So this is 1000 missed. We have split it from the gas fees, and we have sent it to the cranky pearl. So now you can see the benefits of using the PDBs, so programmable transaction blocks. You can fit more transaction into one block and send it. Okay, so that's a couple of calls. Now we have been actually making the real calls, the real transactions to the blockchain, to our package ID to create some proposal, but also we have to send some amount of SUI to different address. And here you have it. Any questions? ask in a Q&A. And that's gonna be it from this video. Let's see you in the next one.